Big week ahead for Dan Potts and Arsenal. Terrible weekend result for you. You've got to win this quarterfinal. You have to smash Palace and win, surely.
We do, mate. We do. If we dare lose this game and chuck another trophy in the bin, mate, there's going to be some problems. For the first time at the weekend, I heard fans booing. I haven't heard fans boo at the Emirates since the Wenger and Emery days, if I'm honest with you. And it's not a good look at the moment. I tried to even I've had my doubts for a long time about ownership not being serious, board not backing the summer transfer window to an elite level, and the manager be on the pitch with his tactics. But I started to kind of try to understand it at the start, because it had a real rough sort of start away from home, where we're going to Villa away and Spurs away and City away and Atlanta away and Inter Milan away and Newcastle away and Chelsea away. And I thought, this is a nasty few games. Maybe the change of the tactics and the Stoke FC stuff has got to come out to try and get us across the line. I didn't mind that. But when we were doing it against Leicester and against Southampton and against Bournemouth and against Newcastle as well, I was thinking, right, there's a problem here. There's a problem here. Our attack is blunt and we are relying on set pieces. We did it against Manchester United. We got across the line. We've done it in certain games this season. We're just not very good, Tel. We're just not very good. And it isn't the players, I don't think, that have all become crap overnight. When there's this amount of players that are not performing well, you've got to then start looking elsewhere out of that and say, why is that? Why are there 8 or 9 players at Arsenal that aren't quite with it this season? Why are we struggling when Saka doesn't play well? Why are we looking to Odegaard to not be injured because our creativity is a problem afterwards? Why are we saying that Saliba and Gabriel have played well every game, but not the others? So apart from the goalkeeper who's been pretty decent, Thomas Partey, I think, has been great. Saka has got the goals and assists that we need him to get. I look at the other side of the pitch and I'm thinking, right, we haven't really got a left back at the moment that's done anything. Calafiori and Marino is still waiting for them to play and make an impact. We've got Martinelli who's fallen off an absolute cliff, and Trossard who's not doing much to replace him, if I'm honest with you. Kai Havertz has turned into the player that Chelsea were all laughing at. And when Odegaard doesn't have a good game, he seems to be getting hooked. Now, to be sub 21 times as a captain when he is the most attack-minded player on the pitch is really, really poor. And when you're playing Everton at the weekend and you have to make changes, the changes he made were absolutely embarrassing. In fact, they were abysmal. The changes you make when you are 0-0 against Everton, when Calvert-Lewin's not getting a kick, when Everton aren't even trying to play football and win, you've got 49-year-old Ashley Young at right back. Martinelli can't beat him. You've got Jorginho coming on for Rice. Why not bring on Nwaneri? You've got Odegaard coming off. Why not leave him on and bring him on with the attackers? You've got Partey coming on at right back. Timber switch back over at left to shore things up. Why not just play Gabriel and Saliba? Or just play 3 at the back? What Marino, I don't know how he lasted that long, by the way. I don't know what really he does to us to take us forward.
He's trash.
Yeah, I don't seen it yet,
He's trash, bro. I'll tell you what, Arteta is I think, because I think that Marino was an Arteta sided, right? I think you've got your transfers completely, utterly wrong this summer. Right, you brought in Calafiori. Did you really need him? You brought in Marino, right? 2 squad rotational players, I'd say, yeah. We spoke about this. I can't remember when the last time we spoke about this, but we've definitely spoke about this on this channel before, right? What Arsenal needed this summer was those star boys, those star players, those diamond players, yeah, the X factor. You didn't need to bring in Marino. Marino is a Kovacic, yeah? Calafiori, do you really need this guy? And then you brought in Raheem Sterling, which was a hilarious signing, by the way, yeah? You know what's hilarious about that Raheem Sterling signing, yeah? It's because apparently Arsenal are only paying like 125 grand a week. There's a reason you only paid 125 grand a week. You didn't really want him. Otherwise, if you really, really wanted him, you'd have been knocking on the door early doors. You would have got him early in the summer and you would have paid the full money. Yeah, this is crazy. The transfers that Arteta's done this summer, yeah, are terrible, mate. Yeah, you should have gone out there and bought a top baller. You should have bought a striker, yeah, an Osimhen, a Gyökeres, some top striker. You should have gone and got a proper midfielder, creator, yeah. Because I've said to you this before: when Odegaard's not there, who's creating? Nwaneri. What are you talking about, Nwaneri? The guy's 17 years old. He's hardly played. Do you know what I mean? I'm seeing Arsenal fans gas this guy up after, 10 Premier League minutes? Please, relax. Yeah? The signings this summer were terrible. Terrible. Should have gone and got an Osimhen. Should have gone and got a creative midfielder. Yeah? and struck fear into City, struck fear into Liverpool. Boy, I've seen you signing Marino. I'm like, are you signing Marino for? You don't need this. So I think this season you won't win the league. And the reason I don't think you win the league is because you've not bought the right players. You should have gone and got Osimhen, man, or a Gyökeres or someone like that. Crazy, man. Yeah, but you're buying all these players you don't need. You don't need Marino.
I'd love to try and fight back and defend my club, but I can't. Everything you're saying is spot on. Everything you're saying is what I've been saying for a long time. The minute that window closed, I was told and I was abused in my chat, calling me negative and toxic for giving the window a 4 or 5 out of 10. And everybody said it was a 7 or an 8. And the Raheem Sterling, you're going to see the best out of him, and he's going to be the one that Arteta gets the best out of. He's done it with Havertz. Now he's going to be a miracle worker with Sterling. Sterling's not had a good game since 2019. Sterling's not even coming on. Sterling's not starting. Sterling's not being a part of anything at the moment. You tell me that this club wanted Sterling, you'll absolutely give your head a wobble. They did not want Raheem Sterling. It was the only option available to him. It was either by nobody or by Raheem Sterling. I would actually rather have Reece Nelson at the club because at least he was coming on and scoring winners for the last minute against us. This guy's doing absolutely nothing. And to be fair to Raheem Sterling, I don't even blame him. He's sitting there, he's laughing, he's loving life. He's got Chelsea and Arsenal both playing for him and he's not even doing anything. I'd love his job. What a job that is. You do nothing at all for the whole season and you get 150k a week.
You'd probably play as well. You'd probably
I'd probably play better because I'd actually get on the field and try and give out my all. This guy's not doing anything. And it's not just him, by the way. We've got Kieran Tierney sitting there on 175 a week. He's not being played at all. Lewis Skelly's ahead of him now. So it is an absolute mess. And the subs I see are absolute disgrace. And let me just say that I had to calm down earlier. I did do a stream on it before here. How your manager can come out and start shaking his bum and twerking for charity shields is an absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace in a press conference.
Whoa. Say that again.
Oh, Terry, you're not seeing this?
No. I've been busy today.
Oh, go on. Give him a birthday present.
So this is how shameless Arsenal.com are, by the way, because I actually looked to go for the every word. Arteta press conference, every word. Well, it's not every word. That's a lie. Because actually they cut it out because they were so embarrassed by his answer that on the Arsenal.com website, they've actually summarized what he said by saying, oh, we just want to win trophies. He did not say that. The question put to him was something in the lines of, and I don't want to get this wrong because it will be wrong. I'm not going to say this every word, but it was a question which was similar to, it's been 5 years that you've been in this club, Mikel. You've done a great job getting your club to title challenging, but you still only have the one trophy. He then said, and 2 charity shields. 3 that makes.
I don't believe you.
So this guy is actually twerking for community shields, which we all know is like winning the sack race at Sports Day, innit? Let's just be real. It's basically like winning a glorified soccer aid, this charity shield. No one actually cares about it.
I just watched the clip as well. Someone in the chat said he was being sarcastic. No, he wasn't being sarcastic.
I've just got the clip here. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it.
Let's play it.
Because I just don't believe you, Potsy. I just don't believe you.
Play the clip and then processing now. Do you think he was sarcastic or not? I don't think he was being sarcastic one little bit. I think the guy's being serious. I think he's getting his chest out for the Community Shield. Play that clip.
It's coming up to 5 years now that you've been in charge of Arsenal this week. You turn them into title challengers, but it's only that one trophy in your first season. Does this competition and where you are now with a home time, the quarterfinal, represent a big chance for silverware?
Well, the Charity Shield as well twice, no? So it's 3, yeah.
Now, is he mucking around there? You're telling me he's mucking around there? He ain't mucking around. He's being serious because he would have laughed and joked and gone, yeah, see, we'll count them 2. Yeah. No, man, he's being serious. He thinks those 2 are actually counting to his first 5 years at a club, which, by the way, and I said this at the weekend with Robbie, the last 5 years we were handing our manager out has been more successful than the first 5 years of this guy. That is factually correct. In the last 5 years, we got an FA Cup in the 13-14. We won another FA Cup against Aston Villa the following year. Then we got to the title race with Leicester and the League Cup final. Then we got to another FA Cup, which was against Chelsea. And then he got to a semi-final of the Europa League and he left because we come 5th. In those 5 years, we've got the final, semi-finals and 1 silverware on the other 3 and have gone into a title race. And these 5 years, we're supposed to be twerking for this manager for getting us into 2 title races, bottling one of them, failing to beat Villa and Bayern Munich in the last of the second, and then coming 8th and 8th twice. And just because he won the FA Cup with a team that Emery left him, we're supposed to be saying this is an absolutely superb process. I'm sick and tired of it, Tel. I've been calling it out for a long time. Our ownership is not serious. Go and look at the owners. Go and look at the clubs that they own in America and tell me how many times they win. They're one and done people, mate. One and done. We won the Rams have won the Super Bowl. Brilliant. Right, let's go move on. Hey, the Nuggets have won. That's the one trophy. Right, let's go. They will get one and done with Arsenal. That'll be it. We won't dominate football. No way under this ownership. Look at the state of that transfer window, by the way. I said to Robbie, I gave it a 5 or a 4. Mate, I'd like to change that now and make it a 3 or a 2. It's an absolute disgrace that is a trans. Man City didn't do anything, Dan. Liverpool already got to Gaza. I don't give a shit. I do not care about Manchester City and Liverpool. I care about Arsenal, what we do. Let them do what they think they needed to do. Because the other thing that's an embarrassment from these Arsenal fans that absolutely love off of Arteta is that Maresca's walked in there first year and Slot's walked in there first year. And at the moment, we're behind both of them. So if he finishes below both of them, how is there any way out for this manager? So as I said to you, Tel, he loses to you in the FA Cup at home and Palace in the Carabao Cup at home, because those 2 trophies are what could be the only things we could win this season, in my opinion. Because we ain't going to win the league. I don't think we're ever going to be good enough for the Champions League the way we're going, because the heritage and the embarrassment of this club, European-wise. We've only got domestic cups this season, in my opinion. And if we do not get one of those over the line, I don't know how he can stay here, mate. I really don't.
Some comments here. Robert says that was sarcasm to me, is what Robert Blake says. NVR says he's literally smiling when he was talking. Same here from Shots, who said he was smiling. Riddler says he's taking the mick. He's saying he's taking the mick out of the reporters, and this community shield is technically.
How is he taking the mick out of the reporters?
This is all defense of him. I don't understand what these people are.
How on earth is he taking the mickey out of the report? So the reporter's saying you need to win something because you've only won 1 in 5 years. What you're saying, and then Arteta says I've won 3. I've won 2. How is that taking the mick out of him, bro?
A lot of gooners here saying he was smiling and he weren't really taking it serious. So others are saying he was being serious. So viewers, get us your comments in. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you feel in relation to that. But I think you're right, Potsy, about the Palace game. I think you need a performance. It feels like you've gone into a period again where you need another performance to kind of get the spirits up again. You know, you started well after the international break